Kana and Akane have always been rivals throughout the show. From child actors to now box office stars, they have been fighting over acting jobs with each other for a very long time. One actor in its prime, the other a forgotten legend, they're both amazing characters and both very much deserve happy endings. But which one is better? Which one will end up living a happy life with Aqua? And stick around till the end because I'm going to reveal the biggest question on all of our minds, which one I think will end up dying to Hikaru. So let's dive into this character battle. Kana vs Akane is one of my favorite things to talk about when I'm discussing Oshi No Ko. From going from a diehard Akane fan to now being on the Kana hype train, I thought about this battle for a very long time. So in today's video, I'll be going over which one of them is the better actor, the one that Aqua likes the most, and obviously finishing off with which one will end up dying to Hikaru. Starting off with Akane, Kana is Akane's inspiration. Without Kana, there is no Akane. Akane was a young girl when she saw Kana perform and thought to herself, wow, she's amazing. I want to be just like her. So she auditioned for some shows until she ended up running into Kana. And this picture-perfect sweet girl that Akane had pictured in her head was nothing like how Kana really was. And on this day when they first met, Akane learned the deep secrets of the entertainment industry and saw just how unethical actors like Kana can be. This was the beginning of their fierce rivalry and is the reason why these two girls absolutely despise each other. Fast forward to the 2D stage play, I'm not going to really break down their acting here because this altercation can definitely be used in a future video. However, there's no doubt that Akane wanted blood. I think just recalling off the top of my head, Kana ended up winning this battle due to the help of Aqua, so in my opinion on who I think is the better actor, for me it's gonna be Kana. Now don't get me wrong, I think that Akane definitely has the talents to defeat Kana, but until she does, Kana will remain the better actor. Now as to who Aqua likes more, I think I'm gonna go with Akane, and for one reason. You see, there was a point in Aqua's life where he no longer wanted revenge. He was convinced that Ai's killer was dead and he accepted that there was nothing more that he could do. So what did Aqua end up doing? He decided that he was going to have a real relationship with Akane with no strings attached. Now obviously Akane decided that she was that guy and basically ruined their relationship and Aqua by finding out who's the one behind Ai's killing, but there's no denying that Aqua genuinely liked Akane and was willing to give her a chance, which is definitely more than I can say for Kana. You can argue that Aqua is choosing to distance himself from Kana so the same thing that happened to Ai didn't happen to Kana, but in that time when Aqua wasn't worried about who Ai's killer was, he had the chance to have a relationship with Kana, but instead chose Akane. So as much as I hate to say it, I think Aqua genuinely likes Akane more. Now this is obviously changing as we get deeper into the manga, but as of now, my answer is Akane. Okay, so now getting into the moment you've all been waiting for, who will end up dying to Hikaru. Let's first take a look at Kana. I think the biggest argument I have for Kana being the one to be killed is back in chapter 83. We have a moment where Memcho calls out Aqua for basically ruining Kana's mental health. Memcho thinks that Aqua could have handled the situation better between him and Kana, but Aqua says he has been deliberately distancing himself from Kana so she doesn't have the same fate as Ai. And this is where I think Aqua is foreshadowing Kana's death. We know that Aqua is doing everything he can to keep Kana safe, so why wouldn't Hikaru go after what Aqua loves most? I think that this would be the most rational thing Hikaru would do. And I know that so far in the story, Hikaru has only killed people that have star eyes, but I don't think we have enough information for that to be conclusive evidence. As of now, we only know of 2 celebrities Hikaru has killed. There could be hundreds of celebrities that we don't know about that didn't have star eyes and yet Hikaru still chose to kill them. So there is a chance that Kana may be the one to die. That is until I found out just how dumb Akane can be. Before I go on an absolute rant on why I think Akane is going to end up dying to Hikaru, I just want to say this. I absolutely loved the innocent Akane. When Akane wasn't focused on Aqua's revenge, she was a pretty good character. But ever since that one scene when she ran into Kana while she and Aqua were on a date, that was the moment that we knew there was going to be beef between the two, and that's when Akane really started to go downhill as a character. I'm not going to fully address it all here because I'd love to make a separate video on the downfall of Akane, but let me wrap up why I think Akane will end up dying. Honestly, Akane is the only one to blame for her death. She thinks she's doing Aqua a favor by trying to handle this Hikaru situation, but either way, it's a lose-lose situation. First, if she somehow miraculously kills Hikaru, I think Aqua's gonna be pretty upset. I mean, I don't think it would happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Aqua kill Akane out of spite if this happened. We need to remember that this is Aqua's revenge and not Akane's. I think people tend to forget that when they say to me, oh, I don't know why you're such an Akane hater, she's just trying to help. But no one asked her to help. She decided that by herself. So anyways, let's take a look at the other scenario where Akane ends up not killing Hikaru and just ends up dying because she's too dumb to figure out that she can't take on Hikaru alone. Honestly, if this happens, I think Aqua will be a little upset, nowhere near as upset if Kana gets killed, but I think he'll just be mildly upset. But what I think is actually going to happen is that Hikaru is gonna bait Akane. Then with that, Hikaru will hold Akane as a hostage, which will force Aqua to have to face Hikaru and go against his original plan. This will lead to two things. Number one is Aqua ends up getting killed by Hikaru and the story ends. Or two, what I think will most likely happen is that Aqua will have to sacrifice himself in order to kill Hikaru. This way, he'll be able to keep everyone safe and there's no love triangle thing that we have to deal with at the end of the story. Aqua will then get to reunite with the one who I think he loves the most, and that'll be the end of Oshi No Ko. But who do you think Hikaru will try and kill? Will Aqua end up having to sacrifice himself? Please tell me Ruby does not end up winning this love triangle. Before I go, I please ask that you like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and click right here to find out when the next chapter of Oshi No Ko hits the internet.